Alright guys, this is Dokkan time again, and today we are going to be going over the red Dragonstone characters and which ones you should grab. Now I'm not going to make this stupidly long and convoluted, I'm just going to make it very easy to pick, and I'm going to give you rough rundowns of each unit as to why. I'm going to make it very quick, like this is not going to be a 10-minute video, it's going to be like a 5-minute video at most. So as you can see here on the list here, you got the whole shebang of all of these older units, and that's the one thing you got to keep in mind is most of these units, they're so old that they're just irrelevant now. My primary first thing to tell you before I even reveal which ones you should be grabbing is you just grab whatever fills your box. If you don't have one of these units, if you're missing one or two of them, just grab the one or two and just be gone, be on your way. I mean, if you're missing one, these units are never coming back. I mean, they're collection pieces at this point. There's a couple of them you can still use, but for the most part, these are all collection units at this point. They're just there to be like, hey, I have it. They're not really here to be useful. Some of these you can use in very niche kind of areas. I mean, heck, you can bring in some of these in the battlefield and you'll still be fine. Or Ultimate Clash. But otherwise, I mean, the majority of these are pretty worthless. So these are the units that I would suggest first. This is the first tier. There's a second tier that I'll get rid of a lot more units. But this is the first tier of units that do have some use in the game. It should, on your screen, yeah, okay, I'm looking at the ones that are negative grayed out, those are the ones you don't need to grab. As much as I love the Super Saiyan 3 Goku up there, he's pretty much worthless. Kid Buu has been easy aid and he's just terrible. Tech Broly I don't want to get into. Both of the Gotenks used to be gods of the game and they are just no longer worth using. I'm sure they could maybe do a little bit of damage still, but defensively they'll get one-shotted by normals. The tech merge Zamasu, garbage. The physical Goku Black, you could perhaps maybe just chuck onto there for E support, but that's a global thing only, by the way. The JP version of the physical Goku Black and the global version are different. That's an interesting thing, fun fact to let you know. The intelligence blue Vegeta, I mean, he can be useful in terms of a category bonus, but otherwise, no. Pretty much garbage. All these other units that are highlighted have some form of use, potentially, because of their categories, because of just what teams they can be on, free-to-play stuff, battlefield, like mini leaders like Vegito and Rose for extreme support. The Goku and Vegeta Super Saiyan 4s are some of the only giant 8-power units that we have. The AGL Super Vegito still has good damage reduction. Probably the best aging unit on this list, though, is definitely Super 17 and the Tech Golden Frieza. Those two are the main two that you can still use in a lot of content just for a defensive tank. And then you got Intelligence, Gogeta, Super Gogeta, who can be okay in certain instances. He's also one of the very few Otherworld Warriors in the game that the Otherworld Warriors is a terrible category, and he is one of the few in the game that you can utilize for those kind of category issues. Same thing with like Omega, he's category, and then that'd pretty much be it. The rest of them are very niche. They have some uses you can maybe perhaps find, but otherwise most of them are trash. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, the STR one, he can be okay. His damage reduction only goes so far, though. I mean, you know, 80% damage reduction is good. If you ain't got no defense behind it, then it is what it is. Let's just... I'm not even going to go over the rest of the units. Those are just key ones to note of. The next set of units that you're going to want to get rid of is the rest of that. So now the ones that are highlighted on the screen are the only ones that are worth grabbing in today's content generally. As you go on through the game, if you're not a new player, these are the only ones you may come back to just to utilize them for certain instances. I probably could have kept the physical Final Form cooler highlighted. Perhaps I could have. And I probably could have kept maybe even the STR perfect belt. It'd be a very long stretch, though. It really would. So, I mean, my top picks are these 3, 6, 7, 8. I probably could knock out Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is just not good enough either. I mean, it's just because he has no defense behind all this damage reduction. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you have all these units and you don't need them, even if they're not rainbowed, you can try and rainbow them. I mean, by all means, just get to fill up your power level. But, I mean, otherwise, there's an Elder Kai there at the bottom if you don't need any of these units. Probably what I would grab if I was a brand new player, I would probably be grabbing the Super AGL, the Super 17. Either that, or perhaps probably the Super Vegito. One of the Vechitos I would probably end up grabbing, because that other Vegito up top is still very good. Though, mind you, your performance is there's not going to be any good performance out of any of these units at 55%. They're all going to be trash at 55%. If you want to know what the best 55% worthy one would be, that would definitely be going to Golden Frieza and Super 17. Those two would be your best picks at 55% solely. Otherwise, yeah, that's pretty much going to be it. I didn't want to spend too much time on this. We've gone over these Redstone units before. Like I said, most of the time, Redstone units are purely for freaking, they're just there for collection purposes. Of course, there is the option of grabbing the Android 21 with the 16 and the 18. That is a very good bundle. If you don't have all three of those units, by all means, go for it. That 18, the one that's above my head right now, that 18, it could be used in some Peppy Gals content. The 21, the same thing. 21 could be used in some Peppy Gals and Majin content. The Tech 16 is pretty useless, I will say that. But yeah. So either just grab the 21 pack or grab one of these units just for collection purposes, or grab the tanks. It really depends on your situation, but these are the only units that are pretty much worth grabbing. Anyways, guys, I hope that helped you choose a unit. If it did not, please comment below and let me know, and maybe I can help you out a little bit more personally. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good day and a good night.